So you're here because you want to automate a YouTube channel. But let's make one thing clear. It's not gonna be easy. You're not gonna sit back, do absolutely nothing and let the others handle all the work, like passive income. Yeah, no. You will still play a role in this. Just instead of being a creator, you take a manager role. You still need to have your hand in this. You still need to put in money. You still need to work on ideas and build a system so your employees or contractors know exactly what to do. But in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can do all of this. Step 1. You need to select a good niche. So to consider a niche as good for YouTube automation, we need to check 3 areas. The first thing is that it should be a topic with high search volume and low competition. But the real question here is, how do we find such a niche? Well, there are a few tools out there, but the one that I use is TubeBuddy. So by using TubeBuddy, you can see the search volume and the competition of a keyword. Like when you search for something on YouTube, on the right side you will see a panel showing you the search volume and the competition of that keyword. So if you find a topic where there is a high search volume, meaning that a lot of people are searching for this, and not a lot of people are creating videos about the subject, when you create a video about this, as long as the video is done to a good standard, it's more likely that you will rank better and get more views. Better compared to you going and making a video about a topic with high competition where all the big guys are already there. The second thing that you need to do is to find a topic with a high CPM rate. CPM stands for cost per mil and it indicates how much the advertisers are paying for 1,000 views for that topic. I mean, that won't make a difference at the beginning when you start from zero, but when you start monetizing that channel, this will dictate how much money you will be able to make from that channel. Let me give you some examples so you can understand better. For a gaming channel, your CPM will be from $5 to $10, but for a business channel, that number can go up to $40. So I think it's obvious which one we would choose. The third thing is also the opportunity to make money outside of YouTube. I mean, sometimes your niche might not have a high CPM and you might not make a lot of money from ad revenue, but there are other ways in which you can make money from. For example, true crime is very tricky. There are reports that some of these videos can get a very high CPM rate, but you are on the borderline of your video being age restricted. If it's age restricted, you are limited to the number of advertisers which are available, giving you a slightly lower CPM from what your potential is. But they are able to put membership platforms where they can charge a monthly fee and give exclusive stories behind that paywall. And it works incredibly well. So when you're selecting a niche, you need to find something that there is an opportunity for you to build an audience. And there is a way in which you can make money, whether that be through the platform itself or something outside of YouTube. Step 2 is setting up your channel. I mean, normally this shouldn't be a step, but it is because a lot of people are making the same mistakes over and over again. So you need to create the channel, then go to your channel settings and adjust it as you like. After that is the channel art, and this is the part where most people make the mistake. Too many people try to get this perfect from the beginning, when it's just a waste of time and money, honestly. Bro, it's just a logo and a banner. It shouldn't take you that much time and money. I mean, your perfect banner is not gonna make a difference. You will be still at the same subscriber count if you waste your time here. Step 3 is planning your videos. Regardless of whether or not you're gonna record videos yourself right at the beginning or whether or not you're actually going to outsource them, you still need to plan videos. You can hire a script writer, but they're not gonna fully understand the opportunities which are the best for growing your channel. It really comes down to the idea. Yet again, going back to a tool that we have already used, go to TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy will show you the keywords which have high search volume and low competition, and you want to base off videos around those ideas. If there is a trending subject within your niche which all of a sudden just hit the news and it's exploding, you also want to create videos around those, because you can piggyback off that trend to increase your views as well as your subscriber count, and that will really give you a head start. But you still need to list down video ideas, and I recommend trying to list as many as possible, because you also want to use this stage not to just plan good videos but to also experiment. You don't know what's going to be successful with your channel. Even when I start something new, I don't really 100% know. I might have an idea of what I want to go for, but in the process that may change. A video might blow up on a topic that I never expected, because I only posted the video for experiment. But because that's now has taken off, I'm gonna lean into that. I'm gonna structure my channel to be more like that video, and that's exactly what you need to do with these ideas. Step 4. This is where it gets into outsourcing. You need to hire other talented people so that they can record the content for us. Who you're gonna hire now will depend on the structure of your videos. For example, a script writer who's going to write a script, a voiceover artist who's going to read that script, and a video editor who's going to edit the videos and be happy to source footage for it only being a voiceover. And finally, you need to go and get a thumbnail designer. This is what you usually need to do for every single video, but as said, you may not need all of them. It's likely that you're gonna need a video editor, a thumbnail designer, but if you're happy doing the voiceovers, then you don't really need to go and hire someone to do that. Or maybe you can use AI for the voiceovers. Or maybe you don't even need voiceovers. Maybe you're just going through a top 10 list with text on the screen in which you don't need to hire a scriptwriter or voiceover specialist. Now, in most cases, the prices for these freelancers will also depend on how long your videos are. With a thumbnail designer, it doesn't really matter. But if you're going to do a 20-minute long video, then it's gonna take longer for a scriptwriter to script the video, for the voice artist to record more, and for the editor to edit more. So you're gonna have to pay them more. So to give you some numbers, for gaming channels, for example, it usually costs anywhere between $40 to $50 to outsource the whole video, with the exception of you doing the voiceover. But a different crypto channel, for example, might cost at least $100 to outsource if everything is outsourced. The hardest part with all of this is finding the right people at the beginning. But once you found them, then you can rely on them not just for one channel but for multiple channels. Step 5. This is where you publish and analyze. With everything coming together from the talent you've hired, you really should be all good. You really should be taking time now to get ahead on videos. Start scheduling and start publishing. But now is when your job really needs to come in. On top of coming up with ideas, you also need to analyze those ideas to see how they perform. And it's not just seeing how many views they got, it's also looking at why they got that certain amount of views. If no one watched it, then you gotta figure out why they didn't watch that. And in most cases, it's because you have an incredibly low click-through rate. Or maybe you have selected a topic that is just way too broad that you never got ranked for the right type of audience. Or maybe it was way too specific that there wasn't anyone interested in that idea other than you actually creating the video. These are the questions that you need to ask yourself to figure out those answers. Because once you have the answers, you know exactly what to do on your next video. Maybe you're getting views but you're not getting subscribers. That's probably a problem with your content. Check to see if your watch time is low. What's the first initial 30 seconds looking like with your audience? If you see a drop off of 50 to 60%, then you know you've got a problem with your hook. The good thing is that YouTube Studio shows us all of this. It got so many analytics, you just need to understand exactly what means what. Maybe you had a very successful video, it got tons of views, it brought in many subscribers, and then you went and published another video, a second video, and it got 0 views, it didn't get any views. Which again, it may be a problem with the topic that you have chosen. People that were interested in that first video are not interested in that second one. There are so many different variables with this that there is not just one course out there that will show you how to deal with this. It's about going through your analytics, trying to figure out patterns as well as trying to figure out problems. If you can find problems and solve them, you know exactly what you're going to do with the next video, and that next video will be even better. Step 6. This is where we can accelerate our growth. It's not just you relying on videos to be successful. For your channel to be successful, sometimes you can have something amazing but it just didn't reach the right audience. Now is the time to do this, but it's only worth doing once you build that foundation. If your videos are getting no traction, then trying to accelerate this does nothing. You are only going to be bringing in viewers who will react the exact same way as everyone else, likely clicking off and never coming back. So you need to make sure that you have built that foundation. If you notice that with your videos you got good watch time, and with the views that you're getting there is a good conversion to those who are subscribing, then it's time in which you can increase the amount of views that you get with paid sponsorships. Paid sponsorships with the right people can increase your views massively. You need to be finding people that are in the same niche as you, creating very similar content. You can reach out to them and ask if your channel can be placed on their end screen or within a community tab. And in a lot of cases you can also look outside of YouTube with the likes of Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you name it. But you're probably gonna have a slightly lower conversion. You need to reach out to as many people as possible who you think could benefit from your channel if there was a sponsorship. You're not gonna be handing over money just yet, but you just need to get a good idea about what they're charging. Some will overvalue their services and some will undervalue. You wanna find those who are undervalued and you wanna send them an offer where they will promote your channel and you will send them money. If you don't have money to do this, it's okay, there are other ways as well that you can do to promote your channel. You can even create multiple platforms, but if you do have money, this is a great way that you can accelerate the growth of your channel. And finally, moving on to our last step. Step 7. This is where you scale. Hopefully at this point you are close to getting monetized, which you can get monetized when you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, or when you have brought in money outside of the platform with memberships, affiliate marketing, creating your own service, you name it. There are lots of options available, but whatever it is, you are bringing money. This is where you must reinvest. Don't start taking a wage, don't start taking that money and buying luxuries in life, because you're still very early on your journey. Reinvest that money back to your business to improve your videos, to improve your content, to get more views, to reach a larger audience that will then bring in even more money. The key to success with these YouTube channels is that we don't see YouTube as a hobby. Yes, I know how fun it is to grow a YouTube channel from nothing, but we look at this from the get-go as a business. And just like any successful business, once they have money coming in, they reinvest that money back to their business to make their business even better, provide a better service. And in this case for YouTube, bring in more views, more subscribers, and hopefully more returning viewers. Now, the way you invest your profits will be different depending on your channel. For example, you can reinvest back into more people to create more channels, so you don't rely only on one channel. This is the full step-by-step guide to creating a YouTube automated channel. You're less of a creator and more of a manager. And you might want to watch this video here after this one, where I create a YouTube channel and try to grow it in 30 days without showing my face or even using my voice. And you can see how the channel did. So, see you again in that video. Bye bye.